G'day folks, I'm Aussie Mark. Thanks very much for stopping by this video. Today what I'm going to do is show you how I made a dropper for my Phantom 3 Standard. That means a remote controlled ability to drop something from your Phantom 3 Standard, or any other Phantom for that matter, without having to go and purchase one of those expensive dropping tools. So what you're going to need, if we turn it around, you'll have a look here. I have a bar that's running across there, and all I've done for that is just zip tied on either end this piece of aluminium. It could be a piece of timber if that's the way you'd like to go. So what I've done, turn it around so you can see, on the back I have a 9-volt battery which is just held on with a rubber band. I have a servo. In this case it is a high-tech servo. And that's simply held on with a rubber band as well. And then I have the receiver for a Fly Sky controller. This is one that I happen to have, which is a 6-channel one, but you can get them very cheaply on Amazon now for as little as $30 with a combined set of the transmitter and receiver together. So I'll put a link in the description for that one. So basically what you need is the receiver and transmitter, a servo, a 9-volt battery, and a connector. Now, apart from that, you would also need a small piece of tin or thin metal plate, which I've fashioned as a T, just made a T shape out of it, cut a T shape out of it, and folded down the ends. And then been able to put a piece of wire from here to my servo arm. These little connector things are easy to come by as well, or you could just bend the end of that piece of wire, which is really just coat hanger wire. And then all we do here, this is the end of the servo just hanging out. All we need to do is turn on the transmitter, which I'll do now. Plug in 9-volt battery, and as you can see here, now if I just, move that down so you can see. If you just move this back and forth, that just moves the arm back and forth. And you can drop anything, so you could be into fishing and be dropping a lure right out where the fish are. Just hang the lure from here. Let me give you an example. I'm going to hang a set of car keys on here just so you can see. We'll open that up. In fact we might just close it half up so you can hang that on there. Okay, so I'm hanging on my keys. Now that's not going to come off, as you can see. That's not coming off while I fly out to where I need to be. When I want to drop the fishing lure or whatever it is, I simply move the stick and it drops. Nice and easy. Very simple to do. As you can see, it didn't take much. The hardest part was probably this connector. It has to actually be attached to, if I move this around here, that connector is actually attached to this piece here, which is a transmitter connector. I cut that off an old servo and soldered the two together. I'm sure there are better ways to do it than that, but that's what I've done. That's what this little black piece here is. It's just tape covering the solders. So I soldered those two connections to the black and the red from an old servo cable that I had. And away we go. I'll show you some footage to prove that it does actually work in flight as well. This transmitter does not interfere with the standard Phantom operations. So let's go have a look at some of the footage and see how it worked.